Hi. Hi everybody, it's Fiona Fernandez live. I have got a few in colours tonight, so I'm going to be playing with these. And these are the brand new in colours that came out with the annual catalogue, so that's pretty fun, and I'm going to have some fun. It's always good to have fun while we're crafting, isn't it? Let's get my turn that off. We don't want that on. Make sure I'm in the right place. Not in the wrong place like I am some days. It's all good. I've got the modem fixed up so that I don't have to flick back and forward between them now and forget to put myself on the right one to go live. So that's really cool. So just so you know, it's May. Well, you probably know it's May, but the mini catalogue goes till the end of June, this one. So if there's anything in there you are wanting to purchase, make sure you grab that before the end of June. Got a little bit longer to go. So that's really cool. And I've actually pulled out some amazing silhouettes. Now I'm pretty sure that's in the new one. It's a bundle in the mini catalogue. So if you go to page, let me just have a quick look. On page 76, it's a bundle there. So bundles you get 10% off. So it's always good to get like that. I'll just have a look in the new catalogue because I've got a feeling it's in there, but amazing silhouettes. Yes, it is. Page 72. And in the new catalogue, it's not a bundle. So if you wanted to grab that while it's a bundle, it's in the new one here. But see how it's just a stamp separately, and then down the bottom it says coordinates with the amazing dies. So if you wanted to grab that while it's still in the mini catalogue, while it's still current, you can grab that. It's right there. So we'll go to the page where it shows a few things, page 40. And I'll have some samples in there for us. It's always good to have samples. I'm not going to do the samples tonight. I'm going to do something different. But they're the samples there. Something you can do with them. And I might just go and check the other catalogue as well and see what they've got in that one. Because I'm not sure if they've put the same ones in there or not. Hi Athena, welcome. I'm just talking about the amazing silhouettes stamp set and the bundle at the moment. Page 72, because it's still a bundle in the mini. Just having a look at what samples they've got in this one. Okay, so they've got totally different samples in this one. Just to give you the idea of the range. Which way will I go? They're the samples in the mini catalogue they've got. And these are the samples in the new catalogue. So you can see there's so many different things you can do with them. Different colours. I love that yellow card. Look at that. And that's just cutting some paper off, I think. Oh no, I think they've made the designer series. Oh, they've made that. We might have to case that one night. Because that looks really cool. I like that. Oh, see, I hadn't studied that one before. I had the set and I haven't looked at it yet. I mean, I've looked at it. I haven't got it out and played with it. So they've got quite a few different... They've actually mixed it in with the Forever Fern. So that's also this stamp set up here. This one. And these little die cuts too, they're out of the Forever Fern. The flourishing, I think they're called flourishing dies. Ooh, try and remember what they're called. But that's a lovely set. Excuse me. Forever Fern is a stamp set. And the flourishing dies, let's just find the dies. What's everybody doing tonight? Hi Jill. Are you on crafting tonight? I'm just looking at what the flourish, I think they're called flourishing. They're called Forever Flourishing, the dies that goes with that one. So that's, they've mixed quite a few things in there. There's other things mixed in there as well. So yeah, there's lots of different things we can do. We could work on something like that idea. I've got another idea happening. I had a card and cover. Hi Christy, welcome. I had a card and cover on Sunday. That was so much fun. And I made some cards. So this is where the idea of playing with in colours tonight. And make note, I have put a top on with most of the colours. I think I've got a few extras. I think I've got some rich raspberry in there. It's my little auntie top. Love it. But it does match my blues, look. Got blues. And there's a bit of green somewhere there. A bit of green there. But I don't really have the sweet sorbet. So, well, maybe. Use your imagination. So they're the in colours. I did some cards for the girls on Sunday, and I'll show you these on the table too. But so this is what I've ended up with, and I want to do something with this tonight. So I've used the Rays of Light. You might have, if you've been watching my posts, so I did a little reel with just these on it and the stamp set that I used. So that's using the stamp, the Rays of Light, which looks like this. And I used the Stamparatus for that. And then I did another 2 cards, which I've given away now. But I did them with all the colours. No, most of the colours. One had most of the colours, the other one didn't have the red, the sweet sorbet, I think, and one of the other colours. So they came up as a really lovely mix. Anyway, I had a great time making them, and I thought, I've got to do that again. So we'll see what happens tonight, shall we? So in between making those, I used a tissue to wipe off the excess ink rather than just wipe it on my chamois. I didn't want to get my chamois all inky, and I didn't have another, it wasn't enough to put on another card, so I wiped it with a tissue and I dabbed the tissue onto some other card. So I ended up with these. I've got them in plastic, but see the background? So that's just a tissue, that the little markings on it are just from the tissue being scrunched up. And then that was the other one. So I've put different colours on each one. But I love it. I love the way it turned out. It's really wrapped in that. Oh, I just keep staring at that one. that Orchid Oasis is just gorgeous. Oh, and I just had no one here watching me. Like, oh, I'm meant to do your live. Quick. Gotta share the love. So we'll do something with that tonight. But then I've pulled these out, the Amazing Silhouettes. So the Amazing Things dies look like this, and they've got word cutouts. I'm not sure if I'm going to use them tonight, but we could do something with those, with the colours, like on that other card we just looked at, because that's got, so this is in your annual catalogue, if you've got an annual catalogue. This one here, look, they've got a couple of colours going on there. Think about that for a minute. Just have a think about that. Let's put that other catalogue over there. So yeah, that set is still a bundle as we speak, but it won't be a bundle after June. You can buy them individually. So when you buy bundles, they're 10% off, which is fantastic. All right, what else is happening? Who else is crafting with me tonight? Anybody? I'm just looking at my comments. Thanks, Jill. Oh. I thought they just sort of happened, you know. I love that. So get my Stamparatus out. Maybe working out what you're doing. And this stamp is a very large stamp. So I did have a little trouble getting the label on. And I actually did use a pin to pop a bubble because I didn't want to lift it all off again. There's still a little bubble in there, see, there's a couple of little bubbles. You gotta be really careful when you're putting that on to push out the air and get the bubbles out of it. And I'm tossed up whether I should have put the label on, but never mind, I did. So I'll be putting that onto my Stamparatus so that we can do position the same all the time. Oh, hi Di, welcome. No crafting, packing for the office tomorrow. How exciting. Going to the office. Woo! This is my office. It's pretty, isn't it? And I've got a little bee, so don't forget, I better talk about that. It's World Bee Day on Friday, so it's just raising awareness about bees. So there's worldbeeday.org.au, which I found searching online. And I've got a few of the pictures that I'm sharing with the bees things on there from there. So you can just look that up, and they're doing a fun little dance thing, the waggle thing, I put that on today. So if you want to take part in that, that's up to you. But my team is called the Busy Bees, and that's all started, I think, when I had one busy bee, and we were both really busy. And I thought, what will I call my group? You know, my team. Oh, I've got a team. What will I call it? And I thought, we're both busy. Ah, they're busy bees. So it just sort of happened, and now I've got some wonderful busy bees, more busy bees, and they're all very busy, which is great. So we should say waggle well instead of hello on Friday. Yeah. I'm not sure how my waggle's going to go yet. We'll see. Bit of fun. And it's just, yeah, really raising awareness about bees. So I've put my little bee on. Got a little bee there. And I've got another bee. Got my Stampin' Up bee there. Look, I have that on there all the time. And yeah, so if you want to join my busy bees, if you're watching and you don't know what on earth I'm on about, it's Stampin' Up. When you join Stampin' Up, you join under a demonstrator normally. And I'd love it if you joined with me and have some more busy bees happening. And you don't have to sell products. You can just you can just buy the products for yourself and you get the discount. So as soon as you join, you get a starter kit, which is fantastic. So it's $169 to do that. And you get to choose $235 worth of product, which is one of the reasons I joined, to get all that product cheaper. And now, while May is on, they've got the special on, so you get extra products for free. So you get all of these ink pads, and you get some designer series paper, the small 6x6. You get grid paper. I don't have any of the grid paper to show you. And there's something else you get. I'm trying to think what it is. Brain block. Anybody else know what it is? And anyway, there's 4 things that you get for free. So $116.50 worth, which is a really good joining offer. So it's well worth it. The colours are beautiful, which we'll play with in a minute. Yeah, so then you get to be a busy bee if you join with me. And if you join before Friday, you can join us on Friday night in my Zoom. We're having a team Zoom to talk about bees and just do a bit of trivia, have a bit of fun. And I don't know if anyone's going to waggle or not, we'll see. And we're just going to craft in our own spaces like this. And I'll have a little project to make. And I gave them all a little gift as well, because I like to give my busy bees a gift for the annual catalogue. So it's only something small, but it's just nice to share, and then we can create together. So that's fun. So let's get this thing up over here and start crafting, eh? Talk among yourselves for a second while I show you the ceiling. I've got to flip my camera around, don't worry. You don't have to read everything backwards. Just got to get it on here first and find the right tools. Here we go. I think I've got it. Okay, now just put that in the right spot. Get all my cords off the table. Just a little bit of fiddling. Has anyone else made anything this week? Craft-wise or hobby-wise? Okay, I think we're almost there. Almost. I'll just show you these. And I'll put a photo up on my page over the next few days of the other 2 cards that I did make with that. I don't know why my camera always goes in and out like that. It just keeps on trying to focus, I think. So, not sure what I can do about that. Now, I've got to take this mat out because this is the thick one for when you're using the clear stamps. But this one is a rubber stamp, cling rubber. So we'll put that back there and just put it down like that. I'll just sort of, I'm just looking at it. Oh, I might line it up a bit along this line here. Now, I'm hoping that the label is the same as the stamp. We're not 100% sure. Hang on, let me look at that. It's got a funny ding in there. Let me look at, I think I lined it up with the top. I think the top one looked quite in line when I did it. Just have to pick that up a bit so I can see it. I'm just lining that up along the top. on those dots there. It doesn't really matter because I'm just, as long as I get my card under it. With this, because of the size of the stamp, as you can see, I had to cut it down anyway. And I think I stayed mostly to this side and cut a lot of that off. Now I kept those extra bits as well, because if you do a few of these and you're slicing that piece off, keep it, because then you can use it on another card. I haven't got enough yet. Oh, hang on, which plate have I got? I've got the wrong plate in. I've got this plate in. This has got my By Fee handcrafted for you. Handcrafted just for you. I keep my little stamp on it, so I can just stamp it. But we have another plate right here. So then we just pop it down. Now I always try and make sure this side is staying lined up with all of this. There's like a tiny millimetre, half a millimetre jiggle in there. So just make sure you line it up with that side. That's what I do. Make sure it's all lined up. And then you've got your stamp ready to go. We just need some colours. I'll move these out of the way. This is the stamp set that I used on top, Biggest Wish. So that's got some really nice big words in there. We have got a busy bee week this week. I've got a card class on Sunday as well, and that's going to be fun doing the sun prints. So this is, you know, is that thick? I thought I'd put the thick one out. That one's thick. Not sure whether that one is. I'll put that one away. I put the wrong card. Oh, I was doing those bigger cards at one stage, and I don't think I cut it to the right size. I'll just put that over there. I've got another packet, don't worry. We'll just get a few out. Get a couple out while we're at it. I'm just going to cut this one in half. I'll just cut it over here, so that we've got another piece. And I think we might, I decided to use the thick one to take the ink more, and then we'll cut it anyway and stick it onto something else. I might just cut them in half and then I can play with them as individual pieces. There we go. Oh, might as well do the last one. Oh, I should show you what I'm doing, shouldn't I? Forget sometimes. You can't see me. It's got something on it there just then, so I'll just turn it on over. So I'm just going to line it up sort of along. I had that line at the top. Actually, I've lined it up pretty well with where I had it the other day, look. So I can see where it's sitting. So it's a little bit lower. Alright. Actually, I'm just thinking I might not be able to use the magnets on it. I'll just get a bit of a sticky. Because I will have to hold it down. It's the only trouble if you what's the word I'm looking for? Cut it smaller. Cut that piece off that piece. Oh, that might be a bother. That should be right. Should be okay. Let's have a look. It's gone crooked on me. From the very edge. That should work. Okay. Now, let's get into it. Okay, let me think. I've got to try and remember what I did the other day. It'll be different, but you know. So the first one I started with Tahitian Tide. Let me just get my tissue handy. And my chamois. The chamois handy. It's always good to have a chamois handy. Just got them all wet. I just wet them. Right. Get everything ready. So for the first one, I just inked it up. Now, these are quite wet, and I didn't worry about it, you know. I just thought it'll just be whatever. It's art. It's just being arty. So it doesn't matter. If it wasn't quite so, one of them's not quite so wet, this one, and you get a firmer look of the ink on it. So depending on what you want, if you want a firmer look of the ink, I'll show you that in a minute. We'll get out our little daubers as well. So for this layer, it doesn't matter. I'm okay with it like this, and that it's actually going to miss a bit of the colour somewhere, because I just want it to be a bit random like that. It is quite wet. I did smooth it down with a spoon, but it's still quite wet. Ready? Go. I think it's good fun. Just push it down a bit. Let's see what that looked like. Woohoo! Okay, so what I did the other day, where's my piece of card? Another piece of card. I just had tissue like this, and I just wiped the ink off my stamp a bit like this, just to get the excess off, and then I just quickly dabbed it onto the thing. Now I haven't got as much ink on there today, but it's alright, there's still ink on there. You can still see ink coming off there, but we can do more with that anyway. So if you wanted a little bit more on there, you can just dab it a little bit more, just to get that happening. Okay, and that way we've got a few different variations of colour. Right. Got to remember what I did the other day. What did she do? I was just playing, having a great old time. It's very relaxing Saturday afternoon. I'm just cleaning that with my chamois, like you can see that. But just clean it off because we want it clean again. And for the next one, just leave my tissue there. I think I went with, now I'm trying to think, I don't know that I used the Starry Sky on this one actually. I think I used the orchid. So for the next one, I didn't put it on the whole stamp. So you can sort of go around, I went around the edges a little bit like this. Oh, we'll just do whatever happens, eh? It's always good to change it up a bit. And they're all unique, aren't they? This one's going to be different. Okay, and then the other thing I did with this was I used my dauber and just brought some of the colour in a bit like this. And you can get extra on your dauber and bring it in. And if you take too long to do it, remember, just huff on it, you know, huff and I'll puff, and I'll make that stamp wet. Right, hope that's not too much, but oh well, we'll see in a second. Just cover up my ink for a minute. I'll just huff and puff on that. Don't puff yourself out. And hold it down firm. We'll see how this one turns out today. Oh, yummy. Look at that. Don't worry about this bit. We're going to be cutting that off. Just just check my size. Oh, magnets. It's stuck to the magnet. Okay, so I've got to there is 10. So I can trim that to 9.5, and that works. Okay, so that yellow piece to that yellow piece is 9.5. So it's all good. If you really wanted to go to the full width of the card or go to the 10, you'd need to cut your white card bigger first so that you can stick it down on the edges. But I didn't want it that big. I want to be able to trim it down. So this side here, as you can see on my stamp, is looking like this. Just thinking, I might move that little bit of paper over a tiny bit. I want to get a little bit more of that ink into there, don't I? I might pull this piece off so we don't have that in there. I'll just come over a tad and just get a bit more ink in there. So I've still got my dauber here. I'm just going to dauber that back up a little bit on that section. See if we can get a bit more going in there. Whoever thought we'd be breathing on our stamps? Not me. I've got ink on me now. It's great. Yeah, it's not quite enough there. I'll do a little bit more. A little bit more. What have you got there, Jill? A little pig. The wolf. Let's see, if you use your daubers, you get more ink on there. I'll just do that one a bit like that. We won't need to pop on that one. That's better. That's better. And then when I cut it, it'll be there. Okie dokie. Lovely. Okay, so then I'm going to use the same tissue and wipe my stamp off again. Didn't get a real lot of ink on that one. I must have used more ink the other day. That's okay. We'll just go like this. I love the look of this. So pretty when you finish it. All the different colours, and it gives it real depth. Looked like a little, I don't know, like a mountainous thing. Loved it. Let's go around the edges a bit more. Nice. Okay, that one over there. I've got ink everywhere. Look at me. Ink everywhere. Swipe it off. Make sure you clean up. Don't get ink everywhere. Blue away, and I shall just use that to clean my stamp again. If you were going to do the darker blue on there, you could leave that. And just re-ink it. Alright, let's get the orchid over there. But we are going to do some of the green. Parakeet Party. Woohoo! Alright, I've got a Parakeet Party dauber. Where did I put it? Oh, maybe I haven't. Maybe I inked the stamp up. Let's see what happens when I do this. So this one's quite wet too. I think we'll do it this way. See what happens. It's quite wet. Yeah, let's do that. Ready. Wow. Press it down. I love it. And yes, I sound just like this when I'm by myself. I just really love it. It's like, boom, out pops the colour. Check it out now. Here, I've got to come closer. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? It's like you're looking through a canopy up to the sky, up to the sun. Oh, yes. You had to what? Soak up some of the ink on your new ink pads. Yeah. I did use a spoon and push it in, and I'm keeping a little plastic spoon here handy. But at the moment, with this stamp, I'm not too worried about it. Let me just I'm just going to roll the tissue around to the other side and get that green off there before it dries. We'll see if we've got enough to do some other stuff on my card. Oh, it's drying too fast tonight. Look, I went too fast. I'll just get some more. We'll just get some more. I have to change that. I've got too many lines happening. Not scrunchies. Not scrunchies, not lines. We will scrunch it up a bit more. There we go. Let's see what that looks like. They'll all be different. That's okay. Alrighty. Just leave that there. Clean my stamp again. Now this time I want to start filling in a few of those little bits there. I'm going to use the dauber. And there's the sweet sorbet. I love it. Thanks though. Okay, what did I use in my sweet sorbet? I can't remember. I think it was this one. You can never tell sometimes with the daubers. It can look totally different. Oh, that's dry. That's good. We're good. Okay, so I'm not going to ink up all of the stamp this time. I want to look at my spaces. I don't mind a bit of white space going on because I feel like it's adding light to it. But I want to put a bit of it in. So I'm just going to dauber this one on. And just sort of, where will I go? That's the bottom of the stamp. I want a bit in here. And I didn't do it all evenly. I just sort of did it randomly. Just bring it in a little bit. If you push down on it, you'll get more ink like that. I'm wiping it a little bit. Probably need to dauber that a bit more. But I don't want big splotchy bits, so I tend to swipe at it. Brush it off a bit. The other thing you can do is put it on with the ink pad a bit and then do this, then sort of swish it around a bit. That's sort of quicker. Oh, I've got a lot of it in here. And of course you could stop there if you're happy with that one. But I want to keep going. I want to keep putting more colour on. Just for this one anyway. We'll do a few variations. I think we'll go with that. Let's breathe on it again. Breathe life into my stamp. Let's give it a really good push. All that colour off the thing. So it's put some colour in there. I actually feel like I need a bit more. Little bit more. I'm going to go a bit more, so I'm not cleaning my stamp yet. I just want a little bit more. I think we'll just go a little bit more in there. Get a tiny bit around the edge there. see what that's like. Just see if it goes okay without me breathing all over it. Yeah, that's a bit better. It's given it just a bit more of the reddish tones. Oh, yummy. Yum. It's good enough to eat, isn't it? Okay, no. Alright, I'm going to stop there. Put that down there. I'll let that one dry up on there on the computer. I'll do another one. Now, I haven't put any red on here yet, have I? No. Is it crooked? I'll grab a different tissue for the red. It's not going to come off. I wonder if it comes off if you breathe on it. Breathe on the tissue. Why wouldn't that work? It's not really working. I don't want to get too much on my tissue there. This one a little bit. I'm just dabbing that on the stamp. Can you see me doing that? Yes. I'm not sure if I was on the camera or not. I think that'll do. Cool. Alright, we'll keep that red tissue for that stuff. And this is fun. Look, you just get so messy. It's great. That one will do. Alright, we'll put that one up there. So these, you could even use them, you could put that on the outside and that on the inside, you know, together if you want to. Alright, we'll just clean this stamp off. Give it a good clean. And of course, when I'm finished for the day with this, with any of my stamps, I use the Stampin scrub with the spray. And get all that red off. Right. Yes, I'm getting quite inky now. Alright, let me think. What did I do with the other one? I started with green on the other one. Let's see if we can... They're not exactly the same. I think it turned out a bit darker. But it's alright. We'll just carry on, shall we? So the other thing I did was smoosh it across like this with the ink pad. Drag it a bit, but that takes a lot of the ink off. So then I ended up just using my dauber to fiddle with it. Let's see if I got the card in the right spot. Doesn't matter. We can just cut it. Trim it down. There we go. That's good. I actually don't mind all that white going on. There's probably a bit more there. I could use a little bit there, couldn't I? Might just do that little bit again. Maybe I just didn't push it down hard enough. Push it down. There we go. Look, I just didn't push it down hard. Give it a good push down. That's better. Alright, now on this one, I want to get our green off. See, at least with this shirt, if I get anything on there, you won't even notice it because it already looks like somebody painted it, doesn't it? Getting much green going on today. Let's get a bit more green on my tissue. The other thing you can use is cling wrap to do this. Didn't get any cling wrap out there. And you get nice little crinkly effects. I used to do that in my folk art. Right. I'm going to use the dark one, Starry Sky. Love Starry Sky. And I've got to say, I'm loving the colours more since doing this. It's like, oh, that's cool. I might wipe these out a little bit. That's a bit dark. So see, this one is much dry. It's a bit drier, not much dry, but a bit dry. And I'm getting a really solid colour on there. So you could just do the colours on the lines if you want to. That could be very artistic looking, couldn't it? There's that. I'm just going to use this to smooth it a little bit in there. Just want to take a little bit of that off because I don't want all that on there. Oh, we'll see what happens. We'll just see. Oh, wow. Look at that. I'm going to go. I think I'll just bring this stuff up a little bit here. See if that makes a difference. Yeah, so you get more of a blend there. Not so much solid stuff. Like that. Ooh. Ooh. Right, let's just turn this. We might have to get another tissue. I'm just turning around to the blue side again. Getting a fair bit of that off there. See, we've got a bit on there. Lovely. Look at that. Now the next colour I'm going to do, I think I'll do the Tahitian Tide on it. I don't think I'll put the red on this one. The sorbet, sweet sorbet. So, that's very blue. Give that a really good clean. Okay. So vibrant. It's gorgeous. Oh, hi, Steph. I'm just playing with this stamp. Had a great old time. I think I'll put it on the whole thing and then I'll just wipe some off. You could even use the tissue to wipe a bit off. This is why I'm getting all colourful, but it washes off eventually. Just don't get it on your clothes. I haven't tried getting it on my clothes and seeing how that turns out. I think I'll just dab it this time with the tissue. Maybe that's what I was doing the other day. Could be, hey. And then I ended up with, getting the sleeve out of the way, enough to dab onto the card. There you go. That works. I'll just dab at it a little bit. I don't want it too heavy, because I don't want to cover up all my green. All right. Hi, Mandy. Ooh, I took too much off. Better to take too much off. You can always add. You can always add to it. We're just getting really dirty here. Look, getting all inky. Okay, so I'm going to use my dauber this time. And I want to put a bit more in there. Where are we? I've got to think about where I'm looking at on the on the thing. That one's that one. Yeah, I did these the other day for my card and cuppa people. It's such a good time doing them. And it just amazed me, the colours together, what they look like. I just didn't imagine it before it happened. It's always good to get your hands on it and play with it. Let's just try that. I just really like the stamp, and I thought, what am I going to do with that? Start playing. So I did. Okay, I want more. I want more. Want more up here. I'll just do a little bit at a time. Push it down, push it down. Yes, that's better. I like that better. Okay, I think I want a little bit more around this bit. The top bit. Upside down. And you could add all sorts of colours, you know, if you wanted to add a bit of yellow in, and I haven't even done all that yet. I'm just staying with the in colours tonight. But just see how it all pops. It's just amazing. Right, let me look at that for a minute. Do we need any more on that one? No, I think we'll stick with that. Let's stay with that one. So the first one we started with is Tahitian Tide. This one we started with the parakeet, the green one. Alright, we'll just take that off. And we'll just put that up there to dry. So that's what the first one's drying now. So it doesn't look as vibrant when it's dried, but it still looks awesome. Now, what colour was I just doing? Tahitian Tide. I've already done that, haven't I? Okay. Right, let's clean the stamp off. And we've got enough of that on there, I think, already, so we don't need more than that, do we? Have you played with this one yet, Mandy? Or anybody? Anyone else got this stamp? What's your favourite in colour so far, looking at all this? Mine was Tahitian Tide, but I don't know, I'm really liking that Orchid Oasis now. It looks so nice. There's a card base. I've seen some other cards done with it now. Okay, so that one can stay like that, I think. Just put that over there to dry. Right, and we've got 2 more left. We'll just line that up. I think I was up there, wasn't I? Nope, have I gone too high? Oh yeah, that's right. Up there. No, you don't have it? Not yet. Oh, you put an order in, Di. Awesome. Yet. Yes, that's one of my favourite words lately. Yet. There's so many things. I keep seeing things pop up in the demonstrator website, the planning page. So once you're a demonstrator, you can look at the Facebook page for the demonstrators, and so many people put things on there. You get so many ideas. It's just wonderful. Really, really fun. Oh, amazing. Okay, now, so they're the two I did the other day, those colours. They did turn out a little bit different to that, but you'll see that in my posts when I finally post them out. Oops, I rubbed my face. I wonder if I've got a black eye now. That'll be funny, won't it? People will see me tomorrow. What happened to your eye? It's alright, it was just the edge, not in my eye. I don't think it has, but we'll see. Hang on, I'll just check in the mirror. No, it's okay. It's all good. Because I got blue all over my finger. Let's go with this one, hey? Yoo-hoo, let's go. Let's go. So the other stamp you could use for this, now I've put all my, I've reorganised my stamp world, and they're in the cupboard, is the, let me get the catalogue, hang on. There's a few stamps like this. I really love them, the background stamps. I find I need the stamper artist to do work with them, because if you want to get more ink on it, you can't do it if you're just stamping it with a block. You can fit it on the block, the large block, but I prefer to use it with the stamper artist. Where is it? It's right near the back. They're usually near the back, aren't they? Here they are. Here. See these ones? And I've played with this one before. So this one's also really good. The spiral die to do this with, what I'm doing right now. And the spiral die is actually designed to turn it around and stamp it again. So I haven't tried that with this one. Maybe we should. But that's how that's designed. And I haven't tried it on the other stamps either. But you've got it, this one might work too, doing all the different colours. It's worth a try. Okay. A bit of something on there, hang on a minute. A little bit of fluff on my ink pad. Just get that off. Alright, let's see what this one's like on here. Ooh. Let's see it wet too. Oh well, never mind. I'm not too worried about it. Ready? You ready? Give it a good push down to get all your ink down. I've seen tools from the lady that made this thing, the bow maker. She makes tools that help you to press this down. If you want to know more about that, pop it in the comments. Ooh, look at that. Push this one down a bit harder. Oh. Wow, that's almost, because of the bubbles and that, it actually looks like a little diamond pattern in there. That's interesting. I wonder if I need to push any more of it down. Just do that edge up there next to my paper. Yeah, that's better. Should have done that on the others. Never mind. Okay. Let's just get my tissue. My red tissue. A bit of tissue. A bit of tissue there. I'll just wipe that off. Let's see if we've got enough to stick on here. Nah, it's just drying on the tissue really fast. Okay, never mind. And this is how you end up all inky, like this. I'm just dabbing it on the stamp again. But like I said, the other day I had a lot of ink on the stamp and I just put the excess on here. I mustn't be using as much tonight. I just love it. It's just such a random. I'm getting dots in there and everything. Look, I have no idea how. Oh, here we go. Right, I'm going to use the orchid one. Get the red off there. Sorbet, sweet sorbet. I say it like that. Sweet sorbet. Right. I think we'll just ink this one up too. See how this one goes. Ooh, that'll be dark, won't it? I think we better tissue that. Might have to get another tissue. Oh, yeah. Oh, we'll give it a go. A bit of tissue left, look. I'll just get a bit of that off there. Don't want it too dark. Oh, look at that tissue. I'll come back to the tissue in a second. We can tissue and press at the same time. So I'm not pressing too hard with the tissue because it's got a fair bit of ink on it. I love that colour now. Oh, it's gorgeous. Look at that. Whee! Let's see what we look like. Wow! Just pops out at you. Like, bam, in your face. Look at that. Oh, love it. Loving that. And we don't need any more ink on this. So I'll just wipe it off. I don't think I need any more on this. Let's get that excess off. Oh my goodness, look how dirty I am tonight. Okay, I'm going to be putting them on coloured cards, so it should be okay. Now, the other day when I was doing this, I got a little tiny smidge of ink in the middle of my sunny bit there. So that became some birds, of course. Just stamp some birds over it. It's all good. The other shiny out soon. This one's getting a bit dirty. I've got two for days like this. I might just give that a wipe. The other one. Just make sure I've got all that off. Oh, my chamois a bit wet. just washed it. Never mind. Tissues all over the place here. Some of that moisture out of there. I don't want to work with a wet stamp. Let's try that. If I was not on the Stamparatus, I would just stamp my stamp onto a bit of paper to get the moisture off it. Right, let's keep our tissues on the paper, shall we, Fiona? Right, okay, now I'm thinking, which colour will we go next? Those two. I don't think I'll use the dark one because we've got enough dark going on here. Okay, let's have a vote. Tahitian Tide or the Parakeet Party? Just wait for you all to think about that. And while you're thinking about that, I'll just find my bling. I'll have a bling over here somewhere. I'll have to work out what we're going to put on them in a minute. We could even use this stamp set. I haven't used this yet either. Charming Sentiments. And this comes with die cuts to cut out all the sentiments. How cool is that? So you don't have to fussy cut around them. Might use one of them. I'll do some sentiments in a minute. I don't think we'll get to the silhouettes tonight. Oh, we might do one. What time is it? 9:29. What have we got? What have we got? Green. Parakeet Party. Tahitian Tide. No, I'm not doing yellow. We're sticking with the in colours. This or that. We'll have to do yellow another day. because yes, that would look pretty and orangey and all that. I'm trying to stick with the colours tonight. Sorry, Di. What have we got? We got 2 Tahitian Tides. We can still put the other colour on. I just want to go with the next colour. Alright, we'll go Tahitian Tide. I'll try this one. I'm going to whack it on all over the shop. Look at it. And then wipe a little bit of it off. Might have to get a new tissue, I think. That one's looking a little bad. We'll try this tissue again. This has got glue in it. It's been glued. I'm going to take a little bit of that off. Do it on there. Woohoo! Okay. Let's see what happens. Wow, it's made it darker. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. It's really zapping me in the eyes, this bit. Oh, wow. Oh, it looks so good on the screen, doesn't it? Righto. Alright, we'll do a bit of the green last. We'll put that on with the daubers, I think. Be a bit more selective. I got a Tahitian Tide dauber? No. Wonder why. Huh. Sorry, parakeet party. I haven't got a parakeet party. Looking dark and mysterious. Yes, it is. It's quite different to the others. Okay, so I'm just going to do this one in a bit of... Oh, helps if you get colour on your dauber first. I'm doing this a bit more randomly. We'll just try that first, because we can always add to it. Yeah, we need to add to that. It didn't even show anything, did it? Never mind. It's okay. I've got all night. No. I know you probably haven't. Just get a bit carried away. Now we're getting there. See, I think dial like this. It'll bring out some of that. I'm just going to keep going like this because I don't want to put too much on. Put a bit up there. It's starting to come in now. I don't know if you can see that. It's starting to bring out the green. I can see it in here. Just got to do a bit more. Don't know why it's taking me so long, but, but because I just don't want to put too much on at once. Do a subtle. Maybe I should use the ink pad. No, I better not now. I've come this far, haven't I? Just keep trying. Just keep going. Keep going. Good push down. I have to breathe on it a bit. Get all that rest of that colour off. It really does make a difference doing that. Look, look, see, it's all coming out. Yeah, that's getting better. Come on, just one more go at it. Go. Look at that. You see the green in there now? Isn't that pretty? I think we'll leave it there because we've got the green coming through there, we've got light coming through up there. I'm good with that. Hope everyone's okay. Oh, we didn't put green on the card here. Hang on. I don't think there'll be much left on the stamp actually. Not a real lot, look. We'll just get some on there. We could get some on the card. Loving that. Look at that. Ooh, looks like it's all textured, hey, but it's not. Woo, love that. Okay, let's get rid of these tissues into the garbage bin. And then we'll put these on some card. Let's get them over there. A bit of clean the stamp off. Give that a good wipe. And then afterwards, we need to give it a good Stampin' scrub. I should just do that quickly. So leave that one over there. Keep my Stampin' scrub handy. So it has a little droppy symbol on there, see? That's the wet side. So you get your little spray, Stampin' Mist. I don't want to spray my table really, but just spray it in the middle. It smells very nice. And you can leave it on there. Just give it a good scrub. Just to get into all those fine parts of your stamp. There we go, look at that. And then you dry it on the other side. Just give it a bit of a rub on there. And then you've dried your stamp. It's good to finish the day with that. I will just put my stamp over here. Right, so we'll just, that one needs to dry a bit. So that's the three so far, so they're all a bit different. And gorgeous. Lovely. Right. Just put my little stamparatus over there for a minute. Let it go in where What have I done? The mat's in the way. Alright, I'll get rid of that. Right, what colours are we going to put them on? Let's do some sentiments. I'll just pop them up there to dry. And then we've got all these ones as well. We're not making all of these cards tonight, by the way. But I'll be busy finishing more. Pull your little sleeve off. I've been keeping these in here in case I need them again, or in case you need any of that to make anything with it. It's also handy to use that if you're going to do smooshing, like if your block's not big enough, you could use this when you put a bit of water with ink on there, and then you could just wipe it off and dry it. Right, let's get this out and see what it looks like. What sentiments will we go with tonight? So thank you. I use a lot of thank yous. That's always helpful. Good luck. Faith over fear. That's cool. Wishing you everything wonderful. I like that one. Let's do wishing you everything wonderful. Anyone else got a preference? We need a couple more. So the way these work, they've got all these dies, and I saw one of the ladies put up on the post the other day. Oh look, there's those little circles like a notepad thing. There's another stamp. There's another dice. Oh no, sorry, I stopped talking then about that other thing. There's another set that I used the other day with the little, what was that in? The beauty one. Hang on a second, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Just a moment, please. Hues of happiness. The hues of happiness. This one. This one has two dies in it that look like torn, like you've ripped a notepad out. Look, see? One of those is the notepad top. Then you can put on a bit of paper and it looks like that. So this one is actually looks like it's torn. It's got the holes in it. This other one here is just the little round circles. So that's pretty cool. Alrighty. So these are, this one will fit on here. And I saw one of the ladies had written in all of her pieces which sentiment it was. So she could quickly grab it. I haven't done that yet. So basically we use the die to cut it out. Let's just find a piece of something. Hang on a minute. My little trusty little box of bits. Box of bits. Size bit do we need? Nope, that's not big enough. Oh, that one's cut. Oh, that one might do it. See, I keep a box of bits on my desk. Thanks, Jill. Yes, hues of happiness. Alright, so I think we'll do this one. Oh, which colour will we do it? Just get a stamp going. Thinking I might do it in the Starry Sky. So we need to think about what colour bases we're going to use for these. Before I do that, here's my bases so that we know what colour to do our little stamp. Right, that's Starry Sky. I like that one on there, but then that might also look good on the green. Or maybe it's too much green. And that one, I'm wondering whether to do that on the, oh, I like that on there. We could do that one on the green. Oh, I think we'll cut out a card base. What do you think? We better cut some card bases. You can't tell when it's like that. Let's get some card bases out. I think I've already got some. Oh no, that's too big. Hang on. I must have cut it down. Oh, I cut it down the other day. That's right. Because the stamp was shorter. I've actually cut these a bit shorter. That's why that's a different size. See? Look. Goes to the 1435. I made them just that little tiny bit shorter. We'll do that. Not a lot shorter. It's just looked. I just felt like it looked better. And then I'll just score that. And that way we can actually see what it looks like. Let's just cut them while I've got them here. They look quite straight on those edges. So I'm going to go to, well, we can go to 10, can we? No, I'll go to 9.5. All right. Oops, just dropped my paper. I felt that slide off my lap. Okay, it's under the table. It's all good. All right, so this one, I've gone to 1435. So I'll just trim this edge off first. And then this one. See these pieces? You can keep them and do something else with them. All right, so 1435. I want to go to, let's have a look. I'm going to go wide. Yep. So I want to go there. 13. 1335. 1335. You got that? If you keep those pieces, you can cut them off to there and use them on something else. I'm not sure yet if I'm doing it on this card. I'm just getting the size. All right. Where's all my card? Where's all the card gone? Oh, dearie me. It's okay. I found it all. And then we can use some of the cards as well for those other pieces. So the other pieces we made, these ones, you can go to the normal full-size card. See, that will look really nice on there. So I'm going to do that full-size one. So I've got my scoring measurement down the bottom here. I like to score down the bottom. Alright, I think we'll just put one or two together. I'm not sure whether to go that colour. No, I think that one goes on there. So we'll trim that one down to 10. So I'll just take a little bit off. Hang on, I've got to cut. The trimmer seems to be cutting better up that way at the moment. Just trim those edges off, and I'm going to go to 10 this time. And 14. I think that'll work if I do it that way. Alright. Yep, that looks lovely. Look at that. I love it, those colours. Oh, yes. Yes. That's a yes. Okay, we'll put that one away for now because we won't use that one. And I think, I don't know, what do you think? Will we do a Starry Sky? I think we need a Starry Sky. What size are we? We're full size at the moment. Which colour do you like these ones on? Trim it down. Ooh, is that straight? Hang on. is it? I'll do that edge straight. Oh, look at that. That went well. Right, get that edge straight, and then I'll just trim that piece off. Yeah, that's because I had the stickies there. So if you want to, like I said, if you want to make them bigger, just use a bigger piece of white and then cut it off. See, that's looking okay on there. And just score that. Oh, that wasn't good. Look at that terrible scoring. Oh my goodness. Who did that? What was that about? Rushing, Fiona, rushing. Oh my dear, that's terrible. Let's try that again. What happened there? All right. No, still do. I wonder if I've cut the card wrong actually. I'm thinking maybe. Because it's not matching up, is it? What is happening there? I wonder if I miscut it. Ah, aha, aha, aha. We might have to use this bit for something else. What's going on there? That looks alright. Nah, see, look. Ah, that's what happened. Alright, let's just have a look at where that score. See, the score line's way off. Something is wrong. I think we'll have to use that for something else because I've ruined it. Well, you know, I can still use it on the front of a card. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. Let's hope it works this time. That's better. Much better. A little Miss Hasty over here. Alright, I think that card might look nice on that one. I just need to cut a bit more off it. Okie dokie, let's have a look. So what do we got there? We've gone to 1 3. Okay, well that's good. So we could go to 10. Can we go to 10? Yes, I think we can. We'll have a look anyway. I think we'll get away with that. It's a little bit not coloured there, but we could colour it a bit, I suppose. Or I don't think you really notice it though. It's just part of the pattern, isn't it? I won't do them all. Just do a couple. I'll have to finish them up tomorrow. The next few days. I think I'll keep that one on there. I'm just wondering whether to put another colour behind that, like a white. Will it look funny? Let's just look at that and see what it looks like. I don't know. Does it take away from it? Or does it add to it? I'd cut one off, of course, make it the right size. We'll have a think about that for a second. Okay, we'll think about that one for a second. That one can stay on there. And we'll just do I think I'll put that one on there. Let's do it. I know, do I need ribbon? Before I stick it down, I put ribbon on this one. I don't know. No, I don't think I'll do ribbon tonight. I think we'll just put a sentiment on it. and see how that looks. Let's get a bit of glue up there. Okie dokie. I like it with the white background, thank you. Yeah, I think it just didn't look right straight onto the sorbet. I like this one on the dark background. And again, you could put it with that down the bottom too, look, if you want to have it going up like that. Burst. Woo! That's quite nice too, but I'll go this way today. Or you could even have it this way, or this way. Maybe I should do it this way. Maybe this one will be this way. What do you think? Let's get that stamp for one. Okay, so I think I'll do my sentiment in the base colour, which is the... Oh, get that open. Now I haven't stamped this before. I'll just stamp it off onto here. Oh, look at that. Stamp it a few times. Now, of course, it would be better on my mat. There we go. Just tap it, make sure you got enough ink on it. Looks very nice. This is going to cut out quite close to the edge of the stamp. Oh, look at that. Yummy, yummy. Oh, nice. Okay, now let's do some stamping before we get into cutting. Let's find it now. Starting to hide things now. Alright, let's just do this one and this one. I'll do an Orchid Oasis and we'll pick another stamp for that. What other stamp will we use? Anyone got a preference? Yes, this way. This way. Oh, are you talking about this way? This way. I hope you meant that way. I think I'm going to put it up there. I'll die cut it in a minute. I've got to pick another sentiment for this card. This one. And we'll do it in Orchid Oasis. What size will we do? Will we do a thank you? Thank you's always handy, isn't it? Or we could do a birthday card. Happiest birthday. Maybe I'll do them both this way tonight. This way. Alright, where's the birthday one? Because that's a nice one. I saw this used today. Who used this today? Somebody I was watching used wishing. Oh, it was Esther last night. I was just about to go to bed last night, and my friend Esther from the UK came online live. She was live, and I caught her doing this on in white on black. It looked so good, and the little line, the little of. Came out beautifully. You know what we need? Another piece of card. Hang on a minute. We need another piece. Oh, we need a longer piece. Hang on. I'll look through my pieces for a bit. I think that one might work. That one? Yep. Cute. Where's my paper? And we'll just do a few test runs. Oh, look at that. A lot of ink on that. I always like to stamp it and clean it first before I've used it. Okay. Oh no, I got too much ink on there, look. No, no, that's not good. Do that one again. Let's clean that off. Still put too much ink on it. See, I lost my little love. Oh well. I could still cut it out, I suppose, and use the word birthday for something else. Let's try that again. Try and not get so much ink on it. I won't push it too hard. Oh, it's a bit better. I think it looked better in the black and white. Didn't come out real good there, did it? I don't want to stamp it again though, because it'll go funny. I think it will get away with it. Okay, let's put that one there. And we'll just get our little mini out, I think, because I haven't got much room on the table. A mini happening. Woo. And how exciting, the magnetic cutting plate's coming out for the big one. I don't know if the mini one's out yet, but the bigger one is. So if you were wanting to get a magnetic plate, it means your dies will stick to it. Right, where are we? We're getting to yawn time. 10 o'clock. Okay. Let's do one at a time. So if you had a magnetic plate on, this would stick to it. And you don't have to be too, like it works really well. I've got an old magnetic plate. I had the original magnetic plate they put out, but it went all bendy. And so that's why they decided to do them again. So we've been waiting a while. I just push it down in the middle once I've got it in the right spot, hopefully in the right spot. I can see all the letters in here, so you know you can see all the stamping. There it goes. See, it looks like I fussy cut it. Look at that. Woohoo. Okay, put that back in my box. And then that is so cool. I'm so glad I got these. Put that in my bin. So if you don't have a magnetic plate, you could use a sticky or washi tape to hold it in place if you're having trouble with it. So when I'm lining this up, I don't know if you can see that, the W's right there, so I can see the ink in there, and the H up here, I can see the little bit sticking out. You just got to make sure they're all lined up. I think that's right. We'll find out in a minute. And then I push the end in first, and then I bring it down and then push it down quickly. Hopefully, although I don't know if that one just moved a little bit. And if you're not sure, do it again, because it's better to be sure. It's got a bit of sticky on it from the thing, so it's stuck to my plate a bit. Yeah, I felt like that moved a tiny tad. And even if it's only a tiny bit, you'll notice it. Did I move that again? Yes, yes. I'm having one of those nights. Maybe I should stick it to the top plate. Stick it to the top plate and move it. It's getting silly. It's alright, we'll get there in a minute. think that's your next purchase, this set. I've got to say, I really like it. It's got a lot of sentiments in it. It's one of those sets that you'll use forever. It's got so much stuff in it. Oh, look at that. Look, see, it was worth the wait, wasn't it? Ta-da! I think I'll show that anyway. Look at that. Lovely. Right, don't forget to put them back on your thing so you don't lose them. That. Okay, let's just put these two together. Get rid of that. Look at that. Okay, that one's got that. And this one we might have to put some ribbon on this. You know what you could do? You could always put a bit of this on. Except that it's not full enough, is it? Because if it was bigger, you could put that on. Never mind. I'm going to put the other bits the other day. I put them away somewhere. Oh dear. They're somewhere around here. Woohoo! Ribbon. Okie dokie. Thinking that's the blue one. I don't know, that's too much blue going on there. I think I might put something under the sentiment. I've got some of this. I don't know, that's a bit too creamy coloured. And very vanilla, isn't it? Decisions. Alright, what about something sparkly? Silver or gold? What do you think? Silver or gold? I'll do something under this, like a... I don't know, I'm just thinking. Is that going to look funny though, because we've got a circle there? That might look funny, hey? Yeah, I think it looks funny. We could just have a bit sticking out the end. Not liking it. Either that or I'll put it down there. But then that hides the circle in the middle. I like the circle in the middle. It's not working for me, is it? Thinking about that one. We'll come back to that in a second. What have we got in here? We've got some white organza ribbon. I don't have the Orchid Oasis like this. I've got this one, the Starry Sky one. But I hadn't bought the orchid one yet. That might be too dark. Does that look like? No, it looks alright on there, but it's not too bad. Maybe I could just pop that up. I think I'll get away with that one. I might just working. The only other one I've got is this one. Not sure about the ribbon though. It's just not doing it for me. And of course all the other ones are not right. Okay. Let's put that down there. This is pretty, the organza one. It's got all the little colours on it that match. Oh. So I'm just going to do a bit of, where's my tear and tape? Tear and tape on the back. This is where your grid paper's handy. Get it lined up across there and work out where you want your ribbon. I think I'm not too fussed where the ribbon goes, so we'll just put it about there. And there. Line it up on the, hang on, I better go over a bit more. That one, is that the right line? I think I'm on the right line. Yeah. Just put a bit of tape down. Look, my tape's gone colourful from my fingers. From my fingers, look at my hands. You could wear gloves if you don't want to get all like this. I don't really care. I just think it's fun, and then it washes off a day or so. Just have to come up with a good story in the meantime. Do be careful though when you're putting it, like obviously you can see it, so if I'm putting it on the front of the card I'd have to be very careful. Just pull that tight, push that around, and then I'm going to put this one over the top. That's pretty, isn't it? Look how pretty that is. So I'll just centre that on that one. I don't think it will stick to the same piece. I'll just do another one. Okay, so put one on first. I'm going to try and keep it in the centre of that, and then you need to pull it taut, a little bit taut, not too much. So you end up with that, and then we will use some tear and tape to put this on the front, I think. Right, we're nearly there. Sort of quicker doing two at once, isn't it? Oh, it's my little tool. Okay, so remember to pull your two corners up. I'll do this one and this one because they're overlapping anyway. Let's push that down. And then do the other opposite side. And then you can use the pieces you haven't taken off first, just to work out where you're going to put it. Because once you stick that down, it's stuck. think it's about there. Ooh. Ooh, no. Sliding around the place. Okay, and then just stick the corners down. Right, done. And hopefully you've got in the right spot. And pull out your little pieces of paper. I just love doing this, it's good. Okay, those in the bin, to the table, those over there. I'll set that up again. My little minis, little mini dimensionals. You could put a big one there, I suppose, couldn't you? With the minis on the end. Oh, we're on minis now, we'll just keep going. Oops, pulled the top off. Get all those off. Yes, Fiona. Keep finding them all over the kitchen floor. They get stuck to my feet. I'm just going to stick that on there. Go. I've got to find the bling. Hang on. Let me find my bling. What colour bling do we want? Got some new bling. I've got some new ones. Look. Maybe put some little gold flowers on. That'd be nice. Well, there's other little flowers. Look. They're cute little flowers, aren't they? Let's see what they look like. Maybe I'll do, I like these ones. I think I might pull them off. Maybe. I'll put that over here. And I think we need a couple more. I might go a green one down here. A couple of little flowers. So cute. There we go. Oh, I don't know. Has it got enough on there? Do I need another flower? Might need another flower. Do another green one up here. Oh. No. No. Yeah. No. It's the bling challenge. I'll put another blue one up here. It's not blue, it's Orchid Oasis. Right, let's stick that back in there. That's a cute little card. Putting over there. What are we going to do with this one? Let's have a look. I'll definitely stick that up on something, so we'll just get some bigger dimensionals. Right, I'll stick it up there. Actually wonder whether that's enough and just keep it really simple, because you've got so much going on already. pattern on the card. What do you all think? Anybody still here? Is anybody still with me? See if anyone's still watching. Oh, it keeps going in and out, doesn't it? Sorry about that. That's a bit weird. It's the light. I just sort of feel like if I put that in there, it's not going to sit right. Oh, hi, Jewel. What do you think? Do I need anything else with that? Or do you think that's enough by itself? This isn't working for me. I don't feel like it goes with the card. I was playing with this, or whether I need bling. I just sort of feel like it might be enough just like that. I could always get my Wink of Stella out. Oh yeah, let's do that. Woo, Wink of Stella. I could do Wink of Stella up the rays. What do you think? And then we don't need other bling. Anyone for it? Got it ready. I just love the colour in that. It's gorgeous. I think we'll do that. Wait a second. Better wait for the crew. Yeah, why not? I'll try not to I'll try not to get it on the ink, because you know that'll blur it if I do that, don't you? You could be here all night now. Let me try and go in between, see what that looks like. Oh yeah. Let me get the light on that. Hang on. Hang on a second. I've got to work out which one it was. That one. It's this one here. See the Wink of Stella in there? There you go. I could finish that later, actually. I don't have to do all that now. But I reckon that will really zazz it up. I mean, it's already pretty zazzy, isn't it? Just don't want to get it on the ink, because you don't want to get ink on the white. And it will run if we breathe too much. No. Is my head in the way? I hope not. How are we going for time? Oh, 10:24. Better hurry up. Trying to get to bed earlier, but you know, it's not always working. It was such fun time doing this. You know what we didn't do? We didn't do anything on the on this one, but you could use this stamp the same way, I reckon, and do some multicolours on it. So I might try that. Oh no, Wink of Stella for you. Okay, sorry about that. Oh, it's looking cool. Look at that. So I'm just trying to get the light on it for you. It's really making it sparkle. Do you still not like it, Donna? Look. Oh. I don't think I'll go all the way up there though. I think I'll just go out a bit. hard to talk at the same time, isn't it? Oops, went on the colour. Careful there. You know that's where the cinnamon's going if I ruin it, don't you? I know, it's just improvisation. Just gives it a little bit of sparkle. Can't see it on your Tony phone screen. Oh dear. I'll have to bring it and show it to you. Nearly there. But yeah, I didn't go right up into the top corners. I'm committed now. One more. Done. That gives it just a little tiny bit of glitter. Right. I think that will do. Just get these little babies off the back. That on there. Yeah, I like that. I hope you like that. I hope it's okay. I think it's gorgeous. Can't see it. What a shame. Never mind. They're so pretty, aren't they? Alright, throw that down there. Some things out of the way. Oops, days. That was the scissors. Move everything off the table a bit so we can see the table. So this is some other bling too, glossy dots that came with the Hues of Happiness one. And there's some little gold flowers. But I don't think we need more on there now. Okay, so this one's got a little bit of sparkle in it. The ribbon. And then that one's got, well, you can't really see it very well on here. I can see it. It's really hard to see, isn't it? Oh, it's just not showing. I'll get my little lamp. Let's see if we can do it quickly. I've got a light here. No, it's not going to show, is it? Because I want it to. Oh, it's really hard to see it. But in real life, it is very subtle, but it's there on all the white bits. I'm just trying to get the right angle. There, I'm almost there. Look, that bottom bit. There we go. There's some Winker Stella for you. Done. Put that right away. Okay, here we go. straighten up the table. So we've got a few things happening. Those two are finished. And we'll finish these ones later in the week. It's all my bits and pieces. That was fun. Thank you so much for joining me. So have a go, and don't forget wear gloves if you need to, so you don't get all inky like me. Okay, I'm going to go. So I'll catch you next time. Ciao.